The first step in the guided listening page is to ensure that the student is comfortable with the actual melody of the song. Sometimes we assume that because they say that they know it, that they actually know it confidently. And sometimes there can be little discrepancies in melody or how we sing things. So it's good to get the melody in our bodies and in our ears and in our minds before we even try to put it at the piano. So we're just talking about getting familiar with the piece through listening and singing rather than trying to play initially. I like to encourage my students to sing independently as much as they can. If they're hesitant, then I'll say, okay, you just start and then I'll join and sing with you. Or if they're even hesitant with that, then I will start myself and ask them to join me. And last resort, if they totally refuse and just are not comfortable singing, I might ask them to hum. And even last resort is to ask them to just think it in their mind. But ideally, we want them to be vocalizing it and to feel it internally because our voice is our number one instrument. To help them think about the contour of the lyrics and the music itself and not focus on the lyrics, I do ask them to sing it without lyrics this very first time at least, and to sing it a little bit slower than what we maybe normally might. So I might have them sing on bum or two, and I'll sing both examples so you can see how it feels. But doing it a little bit slower can help build a little bit more clarity and confidence in where they actually know where that melody goes. I also tell them before they sing to just think about any patterns that they may notice as they're singing, anything that feels the same or anything that feels different. And then afterwards, we'll talk about it. So I'm going to give myself a key because I know what key I like to sing this in. Bum ba da dum ba da 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 dum. Two 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 two. I did okay. Okay, so next we kind of go through it again and say, what patterns do you notice in each of these phrases? Bum ba da dum ba da dum ba da da dum. I might say, what direction does that go? How does that feel in your voice? Well, it's moving from high to low. And then the next part, bum ba da dum ba da 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 da. So that one starts kind of back towards where they ended on the last phrase, and it moves around a little bit in the middle, and then it ends back up higher. And we don't have to be very specific right now. And then what about the next one? Bum ba da dum ba da dum ba da da dum. Have we done that one yet? Oh yeah, actually that's just like the very first one. And the last one, bum ba da 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 da. And then I say, bum, we're at the very end of the song and it's at rest. So that phrase was kind of like the second one where it started lower, moved around a little bit, but it came to rest on the resting sound. And we'll talk more about that in another section of the guided listening as well. So I hope that's helpful. On to meter.